Welcome to Bias Bashed. I'm Cal Thomas, syndicated columnist and Fox News contributor. I'm in Northern Ireland this week, where I've been watching and reading coverage of this Thursday's British elections. On the BBC last week was one of the best political moments I've seen in any campaign, American or British. They called it Question Time, after the weekly appearance by the Prime Minister before Parliament, where members of the opposition get to question his policies. The three main candidates appeared on the program: David Cameron, the incumbent and Conservative Party leader; Ed Miliband of Labour; and Nick Clegg, the Liberal Democrat who is part of the current coalition government.
Polls show another coalition is likely after Thursday's election because no party will end up with a governing majority. What was remarkable about this media event last Thursday is that voters, not journalists, questioned the candidates. Each candidate appeared individually, and some in the audience called them liars to their faces. Now, that would never happen in an American debate setting where journalists ask gotcha questions of Republicans and go easy on Democrats. When voters on occasion do get to ask a question, there's sometimes stupid questions, like boxers or briefs asked of Bill Clinton in 1992, and there are rarely any follow-ups. The politically diverse audience in Leeds, England, asked informed, detailed, and pointed questions of the politicians. A host called on the questioners and occasionally followed up, but the voters were the driving force. Unlike the structured and boring debates, which aren't really debates at all, between U.S. presidential candidates, this event was far more interesting and informative. Only one story in one British newspaper has suggested that Britain has become a client or welfare state and cannot afford to continue its present spending course. We'll see how much that resonates with voters on Thursday. Too many Britons have become addicted to a government check, as is the case in America, where a compliant media rarely asks if we can continue on our course with an $18 trillion debt and climbing. Well, one bias everyone can accept is the universal praise for the new British royal princess, Charlotte Elizabeth Diana. Her birth Saturday has replaced politics for a day or two on the front pages and on TV and radio newscasts, and that's a good thing. For more media analysis, tune in Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time for Howard Kurtz and Media Buzz. I'm Cal Thomas. Thanks for joining me on today's edition of Bias Bashed.